Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to LPE2301. We are from Group 87. And today we are going to do our group discussion about cyberbullying. Before we start our discussion, so let's introduce ourselves first, starting from me. I'm Kong Tae Jun. My matrix number is 206815.
Hi, my name is Basil bin Khairul Anwar, and my matric number is 207351.
Hi, my name is Lim Sinu. My matric number is 207062.
Hi, my name is Emily Faisal binti Muhammad Saha and my matrix number is 205817.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Tariq bin Zaid and my matric number is 209082.
Okay, by the way, we are from group 2 for our group discussion. So our focus today is peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. So what is our view? So for me, I agree that peers should play a more important role in preventing cyberbullying because nowadays, young people more likely to find it helpful to confide in peers. Like they're more comfort to tell their friend their secrets or their issues on they're facing because friends have more influence on peers about their emotion, behavior, and also affective development. So they can help. The friends can help to reduce the cyber victims' anxiety and give them security as well. And also, their friends can provide them enough protection and give them coping advice to the victims in the cyberspace when they're having issues with in the cyber. So yeah, that's my point. So I agree with peers should play an important role in preventing cyberbullying. Yeah. How about you, Basil?
Oh, yes. I think I agree too, because from my own perspective, I think peers should play an important role in tackling cyberbullying. It has been suggested that peer support in the form of peer intervention may play a role in prevention of cyberbullying through creating bullying awareness. And another one is developing leadership skills and developing bullying intervention practices and team building initiatives in the community. Okay, it has been shown that such peer intervention it successfully led to a decline in cyberbullying, while one's understanding of bullying widened. Okay, and another one is I agree with this because I would say from my own past experience. Okay, when my friend of mine gotten cyberbullied, the one who he reaches first is his friend, which is me, and not his family members. Regardless his relationship with family members, but the one who he reaches first is his peer, his member. So I agree with I think peers should play an important role. So Lim, do you have anything?
I disagree with you. In my opinion, I think that parents play more important role in tackling cyberbullying because many research have found that peers who suffer from this cyberbullying would ask their parents for help in dealing with this issue because parents are the closest individual to have the connection and relationship with the victims when it comes to these cases. Since parents are older than us, so they have more experience, knowledge, and they are more mature in handling this issue compared to our peers. Because peer is a person of the same age and has the same social position with us, so peer cannot solve this issue well than our parents. Besides that, we also tend to be more comfortable to share our problems that we are facing to our parents because parents are more professional and they will search the solution for us to make us stay calm compared to our peers. We cannot rely on peers and ask them for help to solve our problem, because their advice might not mature enough for us to digest and solve the problem. This is my opinion. What do you think, Emily?
Okay, I see your point, Sinlo. But many young people do not know how is bullying them, who is bullying them. Since cyberbullies can hide, for example, in chat rooms, behind screen names, avatar enabling anonymity, and through social media. It's basically through mobile phones with internet emailing. So right now, almost all peers attend to have social media, but some parents didn't have. They might have, but maybe they didn't quite familiar with it. So the peers can talk to the victim, and it can reduce, maybe it can reduce the victim's stress. If the person is a friend, they can listen and see how to help. Consider together whether they should report the bullying or not. So if they are not already friends, even kind words can help reduce their pain. All right, how about you, Tariq?
Okay, in my opinion, I also agree with Emily. Teens are influenced every day by their peers. In fact, every time teenagers spends time with their peers, they are being influenced, even though they may not realize it. Just by spending time together, they are learning from one another. So I think that uh, peers is playing a big role in helping the cyberbullying issue. Okay, that's from me.
May I interrupt?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure, sure.
So from a point of view, it's a good point. It's a good point from Lim's opinion. But I'm partially agree with you. Yes, I agree with parents is the closest and all. But how about those who live apart from their parents? For example, university student living in campus, or another example is working person living in town. For sure, they would more open to share with their peers, colleagues, rather than family members. With this matter lah on cyberbullying. Okay, or another example is those who have a poor parent-child relationship. Okay, parents. I think parents are not a good choice because they fear parents would simply advise them to ignore the situation as they don't understand the real struggle of being a cyberbullying victim, or that they would not be able to help them as they are not accustomed to cyberspace. So, anyone got anything to say?
I understand what you want to point out, but in my opinion, even though the victim has poor relationship with their parents, but they still live together with their parents under the roof. I believe that their parents will notice the abnormal status of their children, such as being upset after using their phone or internet, spending more time than usual in their room, avoid go to school, or they change their mood after seeing their phone, or become very secret. Thus, parents will show their concern and support to their children if they feel their children like abnormal status. Parents will show their concern and support to their children and let their children know they are not alone, and this will help their children feel less alone and be more comfortable. Besides that, if their parents see their children like abnormal, they can bring their children to counseling to reduce their depression or anxiety. Parents will find the solution and help the children solve this issue compared to peers. This is my opinion. What do you think?
Okay. I think the most important thing in this situation is emotional support. Okay, if with peers, the peer can provide more emotional supports by responding empathically to the victim. Okay, based on my understanding, empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Okay, from Sinlu point just now, I think not all parents can show empathy to their children. Some of the parents, especially the victim who is from broken family, uh, didn't have ability to understand their children so much because of the problem, maybe lah, because of the problem that their family faced. So the victim scared or preferred to hide their feelings rather than share to his or her family. Okay, I believe the peers play a more important role in tackling this cyberbullying because the victim will feel more comfortable to share about their problems. That's all.
Yeah, good point, Emily. To support your point, I think that the bad relationship, there's a group of bad relationship, parents and their children. The group of people need to be taken care because the group of peers that have bad relationship have more potential to be a cyberbully victim because they are all alone. They have no friends who to rely. Their parents are not able to give them enough security or give them trustworthy for them. So they don't have enough trust to their family. So peers is their best advice to get consult, to tell them their secret or their issues on the cyberbullying. So peers is important in tackling cyberbullying. Yeah, that's my point. How about you, Tarek? Sindhu.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. From my perspective, I can see that I believe I agree with Basil, Pejun, and Emily because teenagers tend to feel more comfortable with their peers rather than their parents, right? So I think peers is the best solution to solve this cyberbullying matter. So
Sorry for interrupt.
yeah.
I disagree with you. You have really made a very good point there, but why do you think that the victim will tell the truth to their friends? Sometimes sometimes they will be very afraid and scared until they refuse to express their feelings to their friends. So I don't think that peer play an important role in tackling cyberbullying compared to peers. From my point of view, I think that parent play more important role because as a parent can monitor and keep close attention to their children's social activities, establish communication with their children, or educate their children how to use technology responsibly and tell their children about cyberbullying. Parents must make sure their children know what cyberbullying actually is, and that is not a joke or for fun. Apart from that, parents also can need to tell their children to not expose any personal information on the internet to prevent cyberbullying occurs. Parents must make sure their children understand that technology is privilege and come with responsibility. Indirectly, children will be more aware and responsible with their action on social media, and the children will not go in the wrong way, such as involved in cyberbullying. This is my view. What do you guys think?
Can I add something? Okay. I get what you point, but I'm afraid that some of the children afraid that their parents taken lightly about this issue, and they will for example control them. For example, they monitor them so hard. So for example, like close the Wi-Fi, or restrict the Wi-Fi usage in home, or take their phone. I believe because some of my friend back then in high school, some of my friend going through this because their parents controlling them too hard. You get what I mean? Control them because of this cyberbullying issue lah, cyberbullying matter. And then at the first place, they feel um they feel how to say, they feel afraid to confess anything to their parents about this issue, because they're afraid that like their benefit or their internet usage might be lessened, or worse, taken back. So what do you guys think?
Yes, you are right. But nowadays, cyberbullying cases are increasing and has expanded. But the role of the parents is must monitor the children's activity, must supervise their children's social activities like Facebook, Instagram. Parents can limit the number of hours that their children spend, or set some time range, like Facebook can watch the Facebook 1 hour or Insta 1 hour. Parents also have the role to keep their children gadget away, so the cyberbullying cases will not increasing, and it can prevent cyberbullying, of course. This is my view. What about others?
Yeah, good point, Silu. But then now we are running out of time. Do you guys have any additional ideas or opinion about this focus? If you have, you are likely to share. Yeah. By the way, I have one more point to support the agreement of this issue. So as a peer, they are important to take account as a bystander, because they are usually take part in the cyberbullying in the range of participant role. They are like audience of this cyberbullying. So they have a very big potential to mobilize and take action against the cyberbullying. So why? Because they can prevent or avoid the cyberbullying continuously happens. If they success to stop the cyberbullying happens, they will reduce the harm to the victims, and they don't manage to get too deep or too hurt for the cyberbullying victims. So their function is to help and avoid the cyberbullying happen, and avoid the what they call chaos happens to cyberbullying victims, because there are many side effects that cyberbullying brings to a victim, like depression, anxiety, or bipolar disorder. And also the most important one is they have the suicide idea, because now currently there have also some news about KOL, like the Instagram influencer, they are so stressed because of the cyberbullying attacking. Those keyboard, the back monitors person, they type very harmful words to the internet influencer, so it makes her feel like wanna suicide herself. Yeah, this is a real issue. So it's important as peers to avoid cyberbullying happens. Yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think we got not much time to go, but yes, it's a solid point, I guess. So I think it's clear for us that I think peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying rather than parents or any other. So do you guys agree with it?
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, we agree.